That's right. Greetings, fellow armchair Imagineers. Tiki here.
Jacob Lyle, too.
And Monkey.
And Cloudkicker.
And welcome to, one of the last episodes of DuckTales. Crew Who. Guys, it's starting to hit me, man. It's really starting to hit me that this show is coming to an end. And I don't know. I'm sad about it. But you know what? It's had a good run. It's been on for, 4 years at this point? I think that's a pretty solid run for any animated show. I don't know, guys. I'm getting really nostalgic for the journey that we've been on. Of course, Claude, you started as a fan of our recaps, and now you've become a member of the crew in your own right. So, we've been on a journey here. We've been on a journey, and I don't know. It's a little bit bittersweet that it's coming to an end. But alas,
bittersweet egg shake.
But
well,
alas,
technically it's not. Technically, it's not over yet, though, since they still have the World Showcase thing.
I'm sorry. What's the World Showcase? What?
Basically, it's something that it's basically an attraction at Disney World
or the sort of game thing.
Okay.
Yeah. It was delayed because of COVID, so. So it's going to come out after the show ended. So.
That's cool that they're putting that in. They always do good stuff with that. It was Doof for a long time, right? Like Doof and Perry.
Yeah.
It was like Kim Possible first, then Phineas and Ferb themed, and now it's going to be DuckTales.
I just remember seeing the Doof clock tower in Germany and getting kind of a kick out of that.
I think there used to be some sort of DuckTales game thing in Animal Kingdoms, sort of similar thing.
Was that back when they had like the big duck celebration when I got taken with Launchpad?
It's possible.
That was a really cool event, dude. They just had like on the path
it was. That was nice.
Just like on the path to Dinoland, like, hey, here's all the duck characters for you guys.
Weren't they playing "Happy" by Pharrell in that area?
Oh fuck no! Not that I can remember.
I think they might have when I did that.
Really? Definitely not from what I can remember. From what I can remember, it was just like the traditional like whatever background music plays in that.
Now
area.
I want to see what the kids' reactions would be like, while they're on Primeval World.
All this does remind me of a picture David Tennant took with Scrooge McDuck.
But when I think of Pharrell's "Happy" in theme parks, I mean, like, how can you not think of Universal like that? I feel like
that's
Pharrell's
the first
"Happy"
thought
is like
that comes to mind.
theme song.
But anyway.
Anyways, guys, we're talking the Lost Cargo of Kitt.
Kitt Cloudkicker.
Kitt, that was not a good.
Kitt, Cloudkicker, that's his name.
Yeah, Kitt Cloudkicker. God, I'm so sorry.
I know this. Well, I know the name Cloudkicker has been around since the OG Talespin, but now preparing for this, I'm imagining Cloudkicker. Was that someone who came up with that last name for themselves because like they hate clouds, so they're kicking clouds? Like, take that, clouds! Up there in the sky, all made of water and floaty.
And like Abe Simpson yells at clouds. This guy kicks them.
Was cloud kicking like a thing? Because I know that they obviously had the the cloud surfing, like but was it called cloud kicking in the original Talespin?
Anyone know? I'm honestly not sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure either.
Are any of us familiar with Talespin?
I watched a lot of Talespin when I was younger, but I honestly don't remember it being called Cloud.
I watched a lot of all of the Disney Afternoon when I was younger, but Talespin is not one of the ones that I'm more familiar with. I'm more like Rescue Rangers and Goof Troop is more my speed.
Darkwing Duck was more my speed.
That too.
Yeah, I'm not a Talespin aficionado either. I did get to meet Don Carnage at DCA once.
Oh, that's nice. That was during the villain thing, I assume?
Yeah, during Oogie Boogie Bash. Yeah.
Nice.
Don Carnage!
Yeah, he pointed at the Frozen 2 image on my trick-or-treat bag, did a little money gesture.
Remind me what costume you had that night?
It was the DCA the closed attractions shirt.
Oh my god! Oh right, that was great.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, I
Then
think
you
they had
did Sunny
Talespin
Eclipse for
Baloo there as well.
D23, right?
Huh?
You did Sunny Eclipse for D23, right?
Of course.
Yeah, that was amazing.
Yay! So.
Anyways, okay, so yes, this episode, it's one of the last before the finale, but it's finally bringing in some big Tailspin crossover. Of course, we've always had Don Carnage in the show from pretty early
Yeah, and
on.
Crepe Suzette or Cape
Sure.
Suzette.
Cape Suzette, sure, yes.
Yeah.
Crepe Suzette.
Yeah, I think that's what the pun is.
Hey, Crepe Suzette's like some kind of dessert.
Oh, I didn't realize it was a pun. My bad.
Yep.
I think I've only mainly known Crepe Suzette from the lyrics of an Alan Sherman song.
Ah.
You filled your stomach with chop
what do we
suey
think
and
of,
also Crepe Suzette and steak.
What do we think of Cloud? I'm so sorry. Kitt's Cloudkicker.
Kicker.
God damn, that's a dangerous L. Kitt's Cloudkicker. What do we think of him? How does he hold up compared to the original? Of course, we get one of my favorite cartoon things, which is a good old fashioned time jump. You know me, I'm always going for a time jump. Brad Bird.
Brad Bird has nothing. Brad Bird has nothing to do with this, and Incredible Suit would have been worse off with a time jump.
Well, that DuckTales,
boy,
if we're talking time jumps, that DuckTales thing at Animal Kingdom was near Dinosaur.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
Well, if Gyro was the host of Dinosaur instead of Seeker. I'm the Iguanodon! Bring it back here!
I honestly could totally see it. Oh my god. Oh man. All right. So yeah, Kitt Cloudkicker. What do we think of him, guys? Please.
He's the bear version of Launchpad.
Yes, I would say so.
Yeah, he kind of is.
Right.
Like, he kind of like lives up to his Daredevil original self, though. Like, I mean, slightly toned down by because of due to age, but he's other than that, he's pretty much the same.
And he's like Baloo too.
He's got kind of a Star-Lord vibe going on for me in this episode.
Nice. Yeah. Yeah, I think I remember like seeing like in whatever accidental glances of promo images of this, I'd be like, is that supposed to be Baloo?
Right.
Oh yeah, speaking of, so when I'm watching this on demand, the ad breaks included promos for this episode. What the hell?
That sucks.
Thank you, mute button.
Right.
Yeah, so yeah, I don't feel like I have a ton to say about Kitt, much although the sort of main highlight for him is, of course, the line, "I gave up the thing I was special at because I thought I was expected to do something else."
Yeah.
Which leads to Dewey leading to discover something that he's actually good at, which is like he realizes he wants to become a pilot.
Yay, using your talents, the talents you have. Yay.
Yeah, and Dewey has kind of had a little bit of an eye for flying throughout the show, so I'm glad that we're finally getting.
Yeah, from Della and Launchpad,
Yeah,
right,
I mean, he has to do.
I think out of the three,
he needs something to do after Daft Duck broke up.
Oh, that hurt, Monkey.
Well, DJ Daft Duck.
Sorry. It's
I'm still
easy a topical reference to not make.
I'm still not over Daft Punk breaking up. I'm still just not. It's too fresh of a wound. I can't joke about DJ Daft Punk right now.
Yeah. Maybe we'll see. Maybe we'll see him in the finale.
Well, it's like he would have, if it was just a one-person thing, he would have to break up with himself, so more Dewey silliness.
It's like Dewey getting into an argument with his costume.
Man. Now I'm sad.
Well, like some Green Goblin shit.
Fucking Daft Punk. Anyway, sorry. I just never.
What do you guys think of Kitt's voice?
It was fine. I don't know. I don't recognize the guy who voiced him, but I think he did a good enough job.
Yeah, it's Adam Pally.
Yeah, and I just know him as one of those stormtroopers in the season 1 Mandalorian finale.
And he was in Sonic the Hedgehog as well. So.
Oh yeah, right. He was in that.
The movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who was he?
He was like the cop friend.
Oh.
All right.
Because that movie totally needed human characters.
Well, except for one, yeah.
Well, yeah, one, of course, yes.
So, so we see Baloo in that promo.
Mm-hmm.
And later on, when they're dealing with that bear butterfly thing, I was wondering, are they going to demutate it and it turns out it was Baloo?
Oh my god, that'd be amazing.
I mean, apparently that Butter Bear and the Rhino Q were from something called the Wuzzles.
Oh, really? Oh, wow. I never watched the Wuzzles. But
I mean, me neither. Again, this is all coming from the wiki.
Right. I remember the Wuzzles existing, though, so...
And I've heard of it.
Yeah.
Was that the thing they briefly referenced in the Darkwing episode, or was that something else?
That was the Flappy Dogs, I think.
Floppy Dogs, right.
Yeah.
They're really going for deep cuts in these things.
I mean, guys, we could just sit down and do an entire, Disney
Deep
Afternoon
cut-a-rama.
Cinematic Universe update after this episode, quite frankly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But,
so, that bear butterfly thing flies away at the end, and I'm like, but wasn't the island its home? I mean, now it has to adjust to a different ecosystem.
Okay, I'm going to say this much about the episode. I thought all the Talespin references were really fun. I actually really did enjoy Kitt Cloudkicker as a character. I thought he worked super well off of Dewey. He kind of fills the void left by Launchpad now. I like the Della stuff. The one thing I did not care about with this episode, and I'm curious if you guys feel the same way, I did not like the island stuff. I didn't like the whole the different animals kind of crossbreeding with each other. I thought that was I honestly just thought that wasn't developed enough. It was just kind of like a weird sort of I liked everything. I liked the structure of the episode. I just didn't like the framework of the episode. I didn't like the actual story, but I liked how it was executed. Does that make sense?
I think so. Yeah.
Well, I think
I'm not sure I
was
entirely agree on this whole your take on the stone, but I hear you about say if it could have been developed better.
Okay,
Well,
one thing I will say is that. Go ahead, Claude. Sorry.
They did mention it in the previous episode, the Stone of What Was.
True.
Okay, so it is one they mentioned.
Yeah, in the very first episode. So.
When Don Carnage was turning his crew into different animals, I was in the back of my mind, I was absolutely thinking of the whole hey, I've been turned into a cow. Can I go home?
You're excused.
Yeah, those designs for the mutated crew, some scary work there.
Oh god, the one where the fucking parrot head and the guy's other head is in the parrot head. That was some freaky imagery right there. It's only on screen for a couple seconds, but
They still can get away
Meanwhile,
with
I thought the rhino gorilla, and the bear butterfly were kind of cute.
yeah.
The show can get away with some surprisingly disturbing imagery.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's they don't really dwell on it, but it's there from time to time.
Oh yeah. So I was wondering if the stone created the island.
Yeah, that's another thing that the island, the stone, it all.
Because Kitt's I don't remember this island being here.
Yeah,
it all. Like I said, it besides that.
Well, then again, he hasn't been shown to be too reliable with that kind of stuff. He didn't even use the map either.
Yeah, that too.
It just all felt a little half baked to me. Just the whole concept of the island and the stone. I don't know.
And in all honesty, a lot of the stupidity from Kitt seemed kind of forced.
Yeah, that too a little bit. I mean, I don't know. I think out of all of us, I'm probably the one who likes the Kitt characterization the most.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I like it. I like him a lot. I'm just saying, a lot of the stupidity was just just basically just to give Dello a reason to be mad at him.
Right. Yeah. Speaking of which, what do we think of Della this episode? Because she's one of the few instances where she's actually overprotective.
Well, I mean,
Some
she did
decent
have a
Della stuff, I
history with him,
suppose.
so.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yep.
Backstory, lore, mutual connections.
I actually genuinely really fucking love the reveal with Molly.
It's a
Like
good
to
reveal.
me, that felt like some very natural.
She was the one that bought his plane. So.
Yes. That felt like some very natural continuation of those two characters and where they would be at. Like Kitt would be kind of like a, more of kind of like a freewheeling, like, not a bum, but I could see him being a little bit hard on his luck. And Baldy was always kind of a child prodigy. So, I think the whole Daredevil circus thing, I really like that. I really thought that, that came together quite well. It was honestly so natural. It kind of reminded me of how Cobra Kai handles its characters, where it's like they don't just reference characters just to be like, oh look, there they are. There's Susan Sarandon, or I'm not Susan Sarandon. Jesus Christ. They work in a natural way for them to be in the plot. And with Molly, I mean, it's like, she doesn't have a huge role, but she does tie up Kitt's story quite nicely. So
I'm kind of busy. You're not busy.
Yeah.
Again, Kitt just. I know that Pratt's had his problems with publicly right now, but like he does have a lot of like. Back in the days when Pratt was just totally unscathed, I feel like he's got some good Chris Pratt energy going on. I feel like.
When that bit where he flies the plane right into the rock.
Right.
That's a good laugh.
I wonder what happened to Rebecca.
I don't know. That's a good question.
Oh. I mean, I know Rebecca was scheduled for the Broadhurst. They had the marquee up, but then there was some scandal and it never happened.
I know what you're talking about, Monkey. So just watched a video about that.
Wait, who?
I said I just recently watched a video about that.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So, let's see. So, did we all notice the sign on Kitt's restroom?
No, I did not actually.
It says the woods.
Nice.
That's hilarious.
All right, from your sounds of laughter,
What do you guys think of Kobe?
Explain the joke. Good.
That's hilarious.
Great visual humor. What was that, Claude?
What do you guys think of Kobe?
Oh, God.
The Koba?
Kroby.
Yeah,
Kroby, right.
funny.
I like that Kroby got to get in on the action in the climax.
Vaguely Wilson-esque.
He does most of Kroby does most of the flying.
Yeah.
Kobe, do something.
I think Kroby and
And a good
Launchpad.
climax, by the way.
I wonder if
that too.
Kroby and Launchpad would get along.
Oh my God.
Whoa, Kroby. Have you ever seen Darkwing Duck? Yeah, I get to hang out with him.
I could see Launchpad genuinely being threatened by Kroby.
He's like,
Oh, yeah.
He's like,
That too.
he's like, my job's being taken over by a crowbar.
Right.
It's like, and be like, Mr. McD, don't replace me with a crowbar.
Right.
Yeah. We got a little britches in this one.
I mean that is what Baloo called him in the original show, which is in turn a reference to Jungle, the original movie.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, let's talk about that because Baloo gets a name drop. We don't see King Louie or Shere Khan.
It's entirely possible that they're all either dead or retired.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm saying if they are kind of setting up a cinematic universe here, and we pretty much know at this point that Darkwing's coming, right? Is that confirmed? I mean, I just assume it's inevitable.
Well, the Darkwing Duck series is basically confirmed for Disney Plus, but it's entirely unknown. But it's not known if it's tied to this series at all.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Interesting. Yeah.
And Seth
Idea.
Rogen's a part of it too.
Okay.
Idea.
Yes,
Patrick
Monkey?
Page as Shere Khan.
Oh my god, that fits too well. That's fucking perfect.
I know, giving Patrick Page another Tony J character. How original, but
I
hey,
know, right?
It would work. It would work.
Mm-hmm. That means he's got to sing too, right? I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it's like, who knows? Well,
Yeah, so I'm saying, like, I don't know. Like, we've only got a couple episodes to, like, flesh out any of the Disney afternoon universe stuff. Yeah, when's the gummy berry juice going to come back into play, Monkey?
That's what I've been asking for years.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
Can you imagine if it literally is just, like, the big fucking, like, Deus Ex Machina?
Okay, you know what? Fuck it. I'm calling it now. The big cameo in WandaVision is going to be the gummy bears.
Oh my god!
Like, in 2D animated form, like just amongst the characters, like Roger Rabbit style, or
Yeah.
I still want the cameo. I'm still super proud of that Sweetums thing I came up with last night. By the way,
Mm-hmm.
oh, here I am, just watering my rose bushes. Doo-doo-doo.
Mm-hmm.
I want to be in the MCU.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hey there, neighbor.
Muppet Cinematic, the MCU, Muppet Cinematic Universe.
Oh my
Well, we've
God.
already got that Camilla Gonzo poster.
Yes, we do. The Muppets has been getting a lot of mileage out of that.
Mm-hmm.
Back on this episode, something I noticed, this thing they did more than multiple times is where a joke where it's like you say one thing, but then you slightly change the thing. You say it again to slightly change it right afterwards. Like, say, you can stop screaming now. You can start screaming now.
I noticed that too, Monkey. I'm actually really glad
Yeah,
you
it's-
pointed that out.
Yeah, it's fine. Or like, go, you freak of nature, go! No, you freak of nature, no!
I need to get off this bear. I need to stay on this bear.
Yeah.
Right.
Also, like, so I don't think we.
that was a little repetitive for me, I'm being honest.
Yeah. Also,
I liked it when Kitt
because I didn't mention it yet. Excellent Jaime Camille performance as Don Carnage. Probably
Oh
my
my
favorite
God.
he's done in this series.
Don't you mean Dan
was on
Carnage?
point.
Dan Carnage.
Oh, God.
It's like, you haven't seen the last of Dan Carnage. I mean, Don Carnage.
Oh,
Dan
I was
Carnage in
getting
real
some,
life.
I was getting some serious like Poe Dameron and General Hux vibes with the Kitt and Don Carnage interactions.
I would have liked to see more of that, actually.
I'm one of the few that actually likes the Poe Dameron and General Hux dynamic. So
I mean, I liked it. I liked it.
I thought it was fun. People
Wait,
seem
I'm
to
trying
have
to
a
remember
problem
that
with it, but I
dynamic
thought it
in
was
its
fun.
I mean, I liked it too. So,
Well, I'm just saying it is the Last Jedi, so people
Mm.
gonna bitch.
well,
But
well,
I like The Last Jedi.
me too.
yeah, thank you. We're all sane in this room here. I'm not
So
saying
is Don
it's a-
Carnage? Is he a part
Sorry.
of Fower?
See part what?
A Fower?
I
Don
don't
Carnage?
think he's. I don't think he's an actual Fowl member. I think they just.
Yeah,
I
they
think it's
basically-
just contract work or something.
Yeah, I mean,
Like
I mean,
he was.
yeah, they basically just hired him for this.
Mhm.
Heck, I looked from the list of things in the earlier episode. It looks like they hired Blue and hired a Kitt earlier.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah. So like when Carnage has the stone at the end, I'm kind of surprised he didn't fuse with his guitar. Or
I
something.
think I think you can only fuse live objects.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, you know,
I guess
like-
we should probably start wrapping
Yeah.
this thing up.
Yeah, nice
Anything
episode.
else that we want to bring up?
Mm. I guess Huey in this episode?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't
Maybe
really
it's
think.
Huey.
Huey is basically just there to like be a soundboard between like the characters, though.
Mhm. Yeah.
If you want to kick more clouds, visit your local sky.
Yeah.
And I'm checking the wiki. There's like one more episode after this, then the 3-part finale.
Oh God,
What a
I'm not
thought.
ready for that shit, man.
And the next episode's title is "The Life and Crimes of Scrooge McDuck."
Okay, well,
Whoa.
finally we get another Scrooge episode. That's kind of been long.
Yeah.
long coming. But I'm not ready for the show to go, especially when this episode just reminded me of how cool the Disney Afternoon crossover shit can be. All right,
that we probably won't get Modella stuff ever again. Maybe.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
I mean, with this show kind of like revitalizing her popularity, who knows? We might see her more in the future.
Yeah, like in Mickey Mouse stuff.
Well, what's the latest with Donald, by the way? When's the last time we saw Donald doing
he was in the Christmas episode.
Mm-hmm.
That seems to be the last time we saw a lot of people do anything.
Yeah.
Frankly.
Well, the last
granted, until recently, that was the last episode we had.
Oh, that's true. That's
the previous episode was basically just Huey with a cameo from Louie, and
the last episode was weird when it comes to how many actual main characters were in it.
Mm-hmm.
It was majority of side characters in that episode, besides Huey.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right, final thoughts, guys.
Nice episode.
I probably stepped down from last week's, but still enjoyable nonetheless.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was a great crossover episode. Not as great as Let's Get Dangerous, though.
Yeah, definitely not.
Can you guys believe I've still not fucking watched Let's Get Dangerous? I need to get on that. That's embarrassing that I haven't watched that. All right.
Well,
live tweet.
Possibly.
Mm-hmm.
I might consider that. But yeah, I like this quite a bit. It was a great kind of reintroduction to the broader Disney Afternoon cinematic universe, and I'm sad that it's over, man. I'm sad that it's coming to an end. I'm not ready for it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I know, executive. I know it's sad. It's just one of those things where, the week that it happened, I was super busy and I just never got caught up with it. I have a whole string of episodes, basically that episode up until the Christmas episode I haven't seen. So I need to get myself caught up before the finale for sure. So, all right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thanks to Executive for joining us in the comments. And we will see y'all next week. Woohoo!
Woohoo!
Woohoo! Spin it!
Whoa!
You're not busy.
I've been turned into a cow. Can I go home?
You're excused.